What's going on, everybody? This is Austin Purcell. I'm Joe Galuzzo. I'm going to be asking Austin a couple of questions on how he eats as an athlete and why it's important to him when it crosses over into training. We made a video on how to cut weight fast, which is a very, very effective way to cut weight fast. We have our strength coach, Will Phillips, right now cutting for a competition, and he is cutting weight extremely fast in preparation for the meet, which is in a week. So we're going to be bringing to you how to bulk, how to dirty bulk, but how to gain mass and not get fat. So typically, Austin, what do you eat? What's your diet like? How many calories do you think you consume a day?
Well, I consume way over 4,000 calories a day, probably. Every morning I have at least 6 to 8 eggs. I throw stuff in there like ham, grilled peppers.
Yeah.
I even threw chicken in there a couple times. I have steak with it on the side a couple times, small piece of steak. Then I usually have about 6 to 8 pieces of toast. Throw stuff on it if you want. I eat it dry, honestly, just after.
Yeah. Whole wheat or just regular?
Nah, just regular potato bread. I toast it in the toaster, and I drink my gallon with that. I probably drink at least a good part of my gallon in the morning, where it's about 5 or 6 actual gulps of that. Following that, I have a protein shake of my muscle lean.
Yeah.
This is the muscle lean. I think this is the best protein to help you gain weight.
Not to mention the flavor.
Yeah, the flavor. This is the best tasting protein I have ever had by far.
Yeah, you don't get that protein taste.
But 2 scoops of this in the morning is already over 400 calories, and this is what 2 scoops looks like. Can't even see it probably, but it's only 3/4 of the bottle, and it's not even that thick. It's a little thick, but like I said, it tastes very good. After that, I go to class and all. And the thing is, I know I'm in season right now too, so my calories had to increase even more than what they were when I was just trying to bulk out of season. The point with bulking, honestly, is to get as big as you can for training, so when you go in season as an athlete, you know you're going to lose a couple pounds just because that's the way it is. You're a lot more active and you have 3 to 4 hour practices a day.
Yeah.
So you had to get as big as possible, so I always ate every second I had. What was I saying? So following my milkshake, honestly, I always carry around chocolate with me. I try to have a piece of chocolate every hour at least, even if it's just little Hershey bars like this, and you take pieces off of it. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you freeze it. He just pulled that out of the freezer.
I pull it out of the freezer so they're frozen, they don't melt. I try to eat a piece of chocolate at least every hour, if not every 2 or 3, depending on your daily activities and schedule. Following that, I always have a big lunch. During lunch, I always carb the fuck up. The reason why, I don't want to feel too bloated when I'm training at night, so I have some carbs at night with a lot of meat, but during the day, I want to feel as big as possible going into my training at night when I can just feel better and have the carbs hit me so I have energy. Sometimes I have a chicken parm hero, and then I have 4 slices on top of that. I always have a salad before my lunch. I usually eat at a Ray's Pizza, actually, in Suffern.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that shit. They make really good stuff. So I always have a salad, then I'll have a chicken parm hero. Then I'll have about 2 to 3 slices of pizza after that. Then I usually have practice around that time of the day, so then I'll have another full chocolate bar, honestly. And then I'll try to have a protein shake of 3 scoops at that time, which is 700 calories and 63 grams of protein. So that's pretty good. After that, this is my in-season bulking. This wasn't even my out-of-season. Out-of-season, I was eating meals left and right. I probably had about 7 to 8 actual meals a day. And, that was good.
Now, obviously, how long you been bulking for?
Since November.
Since November.
A couple months back.
And it's February 23rd, 2017. Yep. So you've been bulking since November of 2016. Now, you're how much? How much you weigh?
I'm sitting right now at 204.
And how much were you before?
My highest, or where I started at?
Where you started at.
I started at about 166, 168.
And you're not fat. Why?
Because I hit the right fucking muscle groups and I train the right way. I do the right exercises. And it may look like I'm fat, but I'm really pretty, not ripped, I don't want to say, but I have muscle where most people would think I have a belly or something.
Yeah.
Like Will always says to us, muscle grows out. So if you're getting skinnier and you think you're getting an actual six-pack, you're lying to yourself. Because muscle grows out, and the only way to get an actual six-pack is by having the muscle grow out. And that's why it looks like it's a belly, but it's actual muscle.
Yeah. So as long as you're, you're eating like you're obese, but when you eat this much and when you're as active, because Austin plays baseball, when you're an athlete and then you get into the gym and you're still fucking and still putting in the work, there's a slim chance you're gonna get fat. As long as you're putting the work in.
Yeah, man. If you should be going every fucking day. There's
Yeah.
no days off. You always gotta get ready for the next day.
Absolutely.
You know, people think it's a joke that we go on Sundays, but you know why? We gotta get ready for our squat on Monday. Same thing with Tuesday. We gotta do a lot of restoration for our lower bodies so we feel good later on in the week. You don't want to be cramping up all the time. And then we gotta do our stretches for Wednesday for upper body. And then same thing with Thursday. Thursday we do the restoration for upper body so we feel healthy and feel better. And then we stretch for lower body on Friday. It's just a big cycle. You gotta be going every day doing what you have to do, getting ready for the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. So that pretty much sums up how to dirty bulk. You really just gotta eat more meals than snacks.
You can, and
stay away
if
from snacks. Just eat meals.
And I didn't like to because I'm an athlete, but if you really want a dirty bulk, you should go to McDonald's and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the time, but you can go at least once a day. Those guys that are real professional powerlifters and all that, when they bulk, their dinner is a full pie pizza. And then you can't leave after that. Every night I have at least a half a carton of ice cream. Every single night. I go through cartons of ice cream. My dad had to buy 4 before he left for Florida just for me for a couple days. I eat ice cream like it's my motherfucking job. Just put sprinkles and anything you want on top of that. Ice cream every night, a bowl before you go to bed.
Yeah.
That shit's important.
So chocolate every hour, ice cream every night.
Protein shakes at least 2 to 3 a day.
Yeah.
And drinking water is key too. That's why we drink 2 gallons. I gotta keep my water up. My muscles are dehydrated, and I can cramp up as an athlete. I can get hurt, and I'm not gonna feel as good going throughout the day if I'm dehydrated.
Right. So that pretty much sums it up, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this informative. It's Austin Brazell. I'm Joe Galuzzo. Follow us on Instagram at BOOOSH.TV. Follow Austin at AP_PRETZEL. I'll have it all in the description. And you can follow me, Joe, JOE_GALLUZZO.
Eat up.
Eat up.